I'm not going to do a fancy intro. Coffee and sawdust. Ha! But today's video is my first woodworking projects that sell. So what I want to show you is something I build, something I sell, and people love it. Hold 1 second. Took too long. Anyways, what is this? This is the swing slash bird feeder. I see you. This guy right here, everybody loves them. And right now, we're almost in the season where people are going to start wanting those. Fall, winter, that's when you need to feed the birds, I guess. Here where I'm living, you can feed the birds all year round. But anyway, today's video, I want to show you how I build that. It may not be the correct way. I might make mistakes, but this is how I build it. Stay tuned. First thing you're going to need is wood to build woodworking projects. Now, I am no proctologist, but the science and math tells me you need wood. So, I build my bird feeders out of 1/2-inch strips. This is 2x4. I set my table saw to 1/2 inch, and then I run that 2x4, cutting as many 1/2-inch strips as I possibly can out of that 2x4. And if my math is correct, I get roughly 3 strips, 3 1/2-inch strips. So that's the first thing, wood, 1/2-inch strips. Oh, I'm shaky. Why am I shaky? Let's go over the cut list for these guys. All right. First of all, this right here is the thickness of the 2x4. The 2x4s I buy and most people buy, they're 1.5 inches. With that said, you're going to need 5 for the back rest. You're going to need 5 at 9 inches. For the inside that holds the bird seed, you're going to need 2 at 10 inches. Alright, you're going to need 3 at 5 inches. Look at me. You're going to need 2 for the arms. 7 1/4. Let's go on the back. See this? This is 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. Right here. That's 10 inches. For the armrest support, 1/2 inch by 1/2 inch. This is 5.5 inches. The rope. I got this rope at the dollar store. It's 50 feet for $5. I don't know if you can find it cheaper, but this is what I used. The rope is 36 inches. So I cut it at 36 inches. And then finally, the metal screen on the bottom. I got that at my local hardware store. The metal screen is the width and length of your bird feeder. That's the cut list. That's what you need. So let me get some fresh pieces cut, and then I'll show you how I assemble this beautiful bird feeder. Alright, as you guys can see, it got dark on me. I had to go run some errands. That's errands with an E, not an A. But I did cut out my pieces. I got 2 10 inches. That's for the base. 3 5 inches. So those are for the base. I got 2 7 1/4. That's for the arms. And I've got 5 9 inches. That's for the backrest. 2 5 arm support, and 1 10. I am cheating today. I do have a jig because I pumped these out pretty quick. So I got a jig. I'm gonna build them on a jig. That way I have a my videos a little bit faster and you guys aren't falling asleep. So let's get set up and we'll be right back. Just so y'all know, I will be using Type Bond 2. It is water resistant. It's for interior or exterior use. So whenever you see me drive a nail, this is on the back side of it to help hold it together. So now we have the base. This right here, where you see my face, is where the bird seed's gonna go. So now, on to the next jig. So now what we need on our back slats is this angle right here. So what I did, I set up my miter saw. We'll cut that angle. You've all seen people cut wood before. I'll see you back at my assembly table. Alright, now my two angle pieces. They go here and there. And then these three pieces go in the middle. I'm going to eyeball it. Run my glue and then take my base, put on top and tack it. Bam, 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 tack, tack, tack. That's it. Let's do it. Here we go. We eyeball it. And done. With the same jig, now we do this back brace right here. Alright, I take my 1/4 by 1/4 by 10 and I put it right here. Got two lines, 1 and 2. Line it up. This right here, I put that there. That keeps the swing from dropping down. Put my glue here. I just run me a bead right across. Now I eyeball my spaces I do my end first. Tap, tap. I do this end. Line this up. And voila. There we go. Now it's time to attach the arms right here. If you notice, my arms are shaped. Let me show you how I do that. Whenever I sand treated wood, I wear a dust mask. Come on, cat. You gotta get down. Come on. I know, but you gotta get down, dude. I know. I don't want to scare you. It's gonna scare you, dude. This gonna. Oh my God. Oh, it started without me. Why did it start? I don't know. Whenever I sand or cut treated wood, I wear a dust mask. Yeah, these are cheap ones at the hardware store. And I wear safety goggles. I am ready for, they're fogging up. The humidity here. Anyway, feel like I'm ready for the apocalypse, aren't I? So, the armrest. I have a sander, belt sander, cheap one, Harbor Freight. Anyways, you notice I just took out the corners, and all I'm going to do is shape it. Let me show you. I'm going to pull it down so you can see. It's going to get loud, and I just do it like this. And I just sand it until I'm happy. I'm going to do the next one, and I will be with you shortly. Now, with my armrest shaped, time to attach these supports right here. Damn. I gotta find them. I found them in my organized mess. And they will be attached right here. Alright, let's get these arm braces attached. First, I'm going to run a bead of glue. Then, get my nail gun ready. I'm gonna take my square. Place my arm brace right there. I got it squared and tap. 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 Bam, just that easy. Let's flip it over to this side. Run my bead of glue. Arm brace right here. Square right there. See a square. Tap and tap. Bam. There's my arm brace. Now it's time to put on the arm rest. Alright, now it's time for the arm rest. Right here. What I do, put a bead of glue on the end grain, smush it in like that, just rub it in. And I put a bead of glue right here. Alright, put more glue on the end grain, take my armrest, line it up in the back, and the back is lined up. And now, let's get a nail gun. Bam. Oh, I bumped it. We lined up, tap, and tap. Then I take this, I eyeball it, look straight to me, and then, bam. That's it. Let's do the other side. Glue, rub it in, glue, another dab of glue right there. Armrest. Let's line it up. Flush. And then tap. And tap. Come around. Eyeball it. That looks good to me. Find my center. And tap. There we go. Armrest on. So the next step is sanding and shaping. You'll see right here, it sticks up just a little bit. Right there, right there. I'm just going to sand this, shape this, make it look pretty. And I know there's a bunch of videos out there of people sanding, so I'm not going to bore you with my sanding. I'll be back when this is done. I'm actually going to show you how easy it is. And just like on my outdoor furniture builds, what I do is I sand all the corners, make it smooth, that way there's no jagged edges. I treat it just like an outdoor piece of furniture. I'm going to sand it down, make it look pretty, and then the next step would either be painting or burning. I'll be right back. I just lied to you guys. I didn't do it on purpose, but anyway, I mean, you can, well, good morning. You can sand, you can stain, paint, whatever you want to do. But what we need now is the holes for the rope. What I have is a 1/4 inch bit. And I'm just gonna drill holes to run my rope through to attach this. This is the rope. I'm just gonna drill the holes here and here. You can eyeball it, you can measure it, ever how you want to do it. I'm just gonna drill my holes real quick and I'll be right back. Alright, my holes are drilled just that quick. Alright, the first hole. This brace here. This brace here. Right behind it, this hole. Now I learned this by mistake. This hole here, I try to line it up with the back of this. That way when you put your rope on and you hang it, you get a nice level hang. See that? It's level. If you put your holes farther in, what's going to happen? It's going to make the swing lean. I don't like the lean of the swing, so I put the holes right there. Alright. So, let's go to the next step. Alright. The next step. From this, I burn it. I use this. Get the nozzle from my local hardware store. You get the propane tanks, local hardware store. I burn them, and then because they're going to be sitting outside, they are treated wood, but because they're sitting outside, I also treat them with Thompson water seal. Now, everything that I've read, Thompson water seal is safe as long as the animals aren't drinking or eating it. So, this is dry now. The Thompson water seal has soaked in it. This will be safe for the animals. Now that's everything I've read. The rope. I cut the swing rope 36 inches. Both of them, obviously. 36 inches. And I run my rope in the holes here. And I tack them right here. Give me a moment, I'll set it up and show you how I do it. I take painter's tape and I roll it around the end of my rope. Make it a point. And then I run it through that hole, then I run it through that hole. Bam. Let's do the other one real quick. Rope, painter's tape, roll it up, create my point. Go in, come up through, and then the bottom. Come on, at the bottom, the front hole. Push it through. Voila. That's it. Let's do the next step. I had to run and get a lighter. I seem to have lost mine in my organized mess. Okay, I'm lying, it's not organized, but it is a mess. Nothing in my shop / front porch is organized. I do organize, I do clean up, but every time I start a new project, it becomes this big, huge mess, and it just stresses me out. That's okay, because this is what I love doing. I'm trying to get everything ready. I gotta add more staples to this. Give me 1 second. Alright, where are we at? Oh, okay, the ropes. Right here. Let's pull this down so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, so basically what I do is I burn the ends of it. Melts it together. And then I find my spot and I press it there. It stays sometimes, sometimes it don't. But I just put it there. That's where I want it, right there. I try to keep this and this even. Alright, and now let's get my staple gun. Put at the end, press down hard, staple. Same thing. Run out of air. Alright, I got air back. So let's try this one more time. Staple right here and tap. One more. Turn it around. Tap. There we go. Like that. Now, one more. Tap and tap. There we go. Then, once I do that, I take my little hammer and I just finish driving them. Drive them home. Look at that. Bam. Alright, let's flip it over. Let's do the other side. Alright. Burn my ends. Get it nice and melty. Find my spot. Press it down. On the back side. Burn it. Get it in the melting. Line it up and bam. Look at that. Beautiful. Now we run our staples. 1, 2, 1, 2. Take my hammer. Tap them in. Bam. There we go. That's it. Last thing I need to do is put the screen on. Alright, we're almost there. This is my screen. This is 1 foot by 30. So 1 foot of the screen was $2.59 at my local hardware store. So, what I do, let me show you what I do. I set my swing on the screen. And then I take a Sharpie and I just outline it. Bam. I outline it. Alright, now, once I outline, if I see that swing, what I do is I take these cheap pair of scissors and I cut. Here's my line, about a 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch past. These scissors cut well. Well, they cut the screen easy. Bam, bam, bam. She's cut. All right. Let's go to the next step. All right, my next step, take my screen, get a cut here, and I fold it. And then I lay it down on the screen, on the swing, and I take my handy BB stapler. Make sure I get in the screen, and then I staple it. And once I staple it, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to trim a little bit of this off. There we go. You don't have to be straight because you're folding it. There we go. And then I'm going to take, fold it in, just like that. And then press it down, and then tack it. Give me 1 second. There we go. Make sure I fold it correctly. Go. Just a trim on the edge and pull it out. And redo it. Just like that. that, my friend, is it. Bam. We have a porch swing bird feeder. Like I said, people love this. That's it. Now this one, the one that I started, the one that I built on video, the reason why I didn't burn it and treat it is because somebody wants it painted. So instead of burning it and putting Thompson's water seal on it, I'm gonna paint it a different color. And that's a good thing about these. I burn mine, people love them. I think I'm gonna go build a few extras and put different colors on them and see how those sell. But anyway, this is my first smalls that sells, my first make money woodworking video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I did not bore you too bad. I changed the name of my channel. It is now Sawdust and Coffee. I love throwing sawdust and I love drinking coffee. Well, I'll see you on the next video, and until then, dudes, peace out.